There we go. Okay, we are recording now. And you guys can see this, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. So welcome to our new coach call for the month of October. I'm super excited to have you here, whether you are watching the recording or you're watching this live. Tonight you're going to learn some things to help you set yourself up for success in this business and things that you're going to continue to do even as when you're in this business as long as I am. So these things you're learning today are the basic daily to-dos that all coaches do. And these are the things that are going to create a platform for you to build your business. So before we get into any of that, I do want to make sure that we go over some very bare basic things. Number one, you want to make sure you know what your coach ID is, and that is something that you can find in your coach office, or it is also going to be in the email that was sent to you when you signed up as a coach. That's just something that you're going to need to know for a lot of different things. So make sure you know your coach ID. Also, we do have a coach relations phone number. So if you're having any issues with anything in your back office after you have reached out to your coach, coach relations would be your next step for that. We also have customer service if you have any issues with orders, or if any of your customers have any issues with their orders, direct them to customer service, because we don't handle that stuff. That's what we pay $15 a month for the other people to handle all that stuff. And then you want to make sure that you have a way to contact your coach: email, cell phone. Depending on your coach, it depends on how they want to communicate with you. I know some of us like to do Facebook message. My rule of thumb for myself is if it's an emergency, text me. If it can wait 24 to 48 hours, Facebook message or Instagram message, or email, I guess. But texting is like dire emergency. You can contact me that way. Also, we have team calls every Tuesday night. They're at 7. However, this month we're going to be having a little bit of a different time for some of our calls. So make sure that you are looking and you're checking the team page. Some of our calls will be at 8 p.m. because we are collaborating with another team to do 2 calls this month. So just keep an eye out for that, but they're always on a Tuesday night. The National Wake Up Call is always on Monday morning at 11, but if you can't listen to that live, you can watch the recording on the Team Beachbody Coach 411 page, or you can listen to the replay on the podcast. I should not drink kombucha when I do this because I keep burping. So if I keep going like that, that's what's going on. So I also wanted to point out a couple other important calls that we're having this month. Number one, we're having an Emerald in 24 hours call this week on Thursday the 3rd. This is something that is going to help you achieve your first rank in this business. It's something that you should push for in your first week as a coach. If you have not hit Emerald yet and you're on this call and you've been a coach for more than a week, you will by the end of that call. We can give you all the details on how to do that, so make sure you're there. And if you have any coaches that you have signed up, make sure that they are there too, because that's how you're going to grow a successful, thriving team. When you get to Emerald, you help your coaches get to Emerald, and so on and so forth. So that's important. There will be a second one later in the month on the 24th. So by then, you'll have some coaches that you can invite to that call. And then we're doing a diamond call on the 10th. So even once you hit Emerald, you're going to want to be on that diamond call, because that's the next step, and it's going to teach you the next level and how to get there in this business. Also, something that you want to look out for in the team pages, we have a week at a glance post. It basically gives you an idea of what to expect for the week. This is something that myself and Emmy put together, and this is something that you'll see in the team page. It gives you an idea of what you can post about. So this is something that is going to be a guide for you. If you're not sure what to post, there's going to be something that you could post about each day. It tells you what's going on that week, team calls, any other important events or things that are going on. And it's something that's updated weekly, and it's pinned as an announcement in the team page. So make sure that you are looking out for that and you're using that, because it's there to help you. All right, so the first thing I do want to talk about in this business, and I think, did I skip a slide? No. Okay. Yeah, I thought I did. Hold on. No. Okay. The first thing I do want to talk about is goals and making sure that you have a solid, strong why. But before I get into that, I do want to cover something called the escalator mindset principle. So if you have ever been to the mall when you were in high school, probably you saw the escalator going down. You're like, oh, that'd be fun. Like, let me run up that just for fun. You know how hard it is to get going up the escalator going down. Maybe you weren't a child that did that, but you have been on a Stairmaster before. It's the same kind of concept, going down and you're going up. Now, to successfully get to the top of that escalator, you have to keep moving. Like if you stop and you're on a Stairmaster, you're going to fall and smash your face on the Stairmaster and probably go viral on YouTube. But if you are continuing to move forward and you're continuing to step and move up the escalator, you're going to get to the top eventually if you're on an escalator at the mall. Now, it's going to take a lot of effort in the beginning. It's going to take a lot of momentum to get you up there, but you will get there. And in this business, it's very similar. In the beginning, you're going to feel like you're doing a lot. You're going to feel like you're talking to a lot of people. You're going to feel like you're learning a lot of new things. It's going to be a lot at first, but you have to keep pushing through that to get to the top of that escalator. And once you get there, you're going to be able to run because you're on a flat surface. Things are going to be easier for you. It's never going to be like so easy that you don't have to do any work. You're always going to have to do something every day. And like me being here 5 years later, I'm still showing up daily in my business, which is why I'm still here 5 years later. But it is going to be a little bit more like hustling in the beginning to get you where you want to go. So just keep that in mind. If you feel like, oh, I'm doing all this stuff and nothing's happening, it's not going to happen right away. But if you show up every day and you're committed and you are doing the things that you're going to learn on this call, it will happen for you only if you keep moving. And if you stop moving, it's going to be a lot harder to get going again. So when we talk about goals, we want to think about, what is it that's missing from our life right now? What is it that we would like more of? Would we like more money to do things with our families? Would we like more time and freedom to do things with our families and have freedom over our schedule? Would we want to have a bigger group of friends? Do we want to have a bigger purpose? Is there something that right now in our life that we don't have, something that we're missing, maybe that our circumstances right now don't allow for? And just know that this business can be a vehicle for you to create that life that you want to have. No matter how crazy it may seem to you right now, you can create the life that you want to have in this business. So when I did this for the first time 5 years ago, I said things like, oh, I want to, live on my own and I want to move to Florida. I want to, retire from teaching. I mean, that wasn't my first goal, but eventually that became my goal. I want to do this full time. And all those things that I said, I want to be a dog mom and all that good stuff has happened in my life because I set that goal. I set that vision. I looked at my vision every single day. I said, I'm going to do this. I showed up. I didn't just say every day, like, I live in Florida. I'm a dog mom. I didn't just say it. I did what I had to do to get there. There's a little bit of difference between just like manifesting and speaking it out, but not taking the action. But I had that clear vision for myself. So every day when I showed up for my business, I knew why I was showing up. I wasn't just showing up because I had to. I was showing up because I wanted to, because I wanted to achieve those goals for myself. I wanted to create that life for myself and my future family. And I'm still doing that. And as you achieve your goals, your why is going to change. And it's important to always go back and like refine it as you go along. But making sure you have something right now, whether it's paying off your student loans or taking your family on a vacation to Disney. It could be anything that you wanted this business to do for you so that you have something to work towards every single day that keeps you in the grind and the hustle when you feel like not doing anything. So the first task that I would love for everyone to do if you're a brand new coach is to go live in the team page. So it's a private, safe community of people who are there to support you, and share your why and let us know a little bit more about you and what is it that you're the most excited about in this business. What do you want to achieve with your business? Tell us more about you so you can get to know, we can get to know you. You can get to know more of the people on your team. And the reason why we make you do this is because eventually you're going to be going live on Facebook, or maybe someday you'll be hosting a team call, or maybe you'll be talking on your stories. Going live in the team page is good practice for that. And it's in a space where people are supporting you. People are, going to be there to listen and celebrate you. It's not a scary community. It's not a scary space. We're all here to help each other. So once you do it for the first time, the second time is going to be easier, and the third time is going to be easier. And eventually, it's just going to become second nature to pop on your Instagram story and talk about your day and what's going on. So getting over that fear now is something that we do want to make sure we help you do. So that's something that you should do in the next 48 hours as a brand new coach. And then also you want to craft your Facebook curiosity post. And this is just a post that's letting people know that, you're a coach now, but you're not just saying, hey everyone, I'm a Beachbody coach now and you can buy Shakeology from me. It's why it's called a curiosity post. You want to create something that doesn't give all the goodies away, but makes people wondering, what is it that she's doing? Like I have seen that, she's been working out and she's been showing up on her stories, or maybe, you haven't been showing any of that yet, but you're letting people know that you're going to start sharing that part of your story a little bit more. So giving them an idea to like look out for what it is that you're doing and kind of keep an eye on it, and also inviting them, if they have any interest, to join you and be a part of your group that you're a part of. So do I have everyone so far? We're good? Okay. Now, these videos here, there are 5 videos. You will see these videos in your coach online office. So when you go on Team Beachbody and you go to coach office, you go to training, and then it's like business training or something like that. These are the 5 new coach videos that are just uploaded today. This is all brand new, and I went through these videos today myself. It took less than 25 minutes to watch all of these videos. So if you can block out some time in your schedule this week, I'm going to give myself 25 minutes to sit down and watch these videos, then all of this training you're going to have done in like 25 minutes. And each of these videos has its own important thing that it's teaching you. Obviously, the first one's going over your coach office. It's going to teach you where to find things in your coach office, how to navigate your coach office, all of that kind of stuff you're going to find in this first video. The second one is going to show you how to set up your websites. Super simple. I think that video is like maybe 3 minutes. It's very short. How to set up your website, how to, just get your account all set up and all that good stuff. The one about starting your first group, it's going to teach you how to invite people. It's going to teach you how to make your curiosity post that I just talked about. So that's something that you might want to watch soon if you've already done these 2. And then it's also going to give you some other tips about inviting and talking to people and things like that. So this video is great. This is by Keyshawn Graves, actually. She's one of our, I hear myself. Okay, good. Whoever it was muted themselves. So this one teaches you, like I said, how to invite and all of that kind of things related to your group. And then the Success Club system goes over the Success Club tracker and stuff that I'm going to show you tonight as well. But it gives you a little bit more in-depth detail as to the day-to-day, what you should be doing. And then this video is great. It just really dives into Shakeology and just gives you a deeper understanding about how powerful this product is that we do actually, we get to share with people. And I really feel like once you have a deeper understanding of Shakeology, it's so much easier to want to share it with people because it's amazing. So these 5 videos, like I said, less than 25 minutes, everyone can do this. Everyone can watch these. Even if you are not a brand new coach, I do suggest you go through and watch them as well so that you know what your coaches are watching. But they are in your coach office. So this is the first thing that you're going to do. You're going to watch these 5 videos. Okay? And then you're going to go live in the team page and share your why. So everyone's up to speed so far on those 2 things? Okay. And in these videos, it may tell you things like to pause this video and write down the names of some people that you'd like to help. Actually do that. Don't just say, okay, yeah, I'll do that. No, actually pause the video and sit down and do what it says, because you're going to get more out of it if you actually do that. So just letting you know that. Okay, so I wanted to quickly go over the 5-step process of how to invite people and how to get them set up in your group and be a part of your team or whatever it is that you're inviting them to. Now, like I said, one of the videos that you're going to watch, those 5 videos, does explain this in a little bit of detail, but I do want to kind of give you my perspective on this as well, because everyone kind of talks about it differently. So the first thing, all right, you're here, you're starting your journey. Maybe you've been on your journey for a little bit. Maybe you're a challenger and you're getting awesome results in your challenge group and you're like, man, I want to share this with people. Other people need to feel as amazing as I'm feeling. You are given this opportunity to share this. This is a gift. You get to invite people every single day. You don't have to, you get to. And when you invite people, that is the number one activity that is going to build your business for you, because that's how you're going to grow your team. That's how you're going to fill your challenge group. That's how you're going to get people results. And that's how those people are going to want to turn around and do the same thing and share it with other people too. So the first step of this 5-step process is what we call the invite. And there's a couple different ways that this invite process can begin. So if you know somebody well enough, it's like your mom, your dad, your best friend that you talk to all the time, like someone that you already have a relationship with, you don't have to build a relationship with them and then invite them. You can just invite them in any way that feels right to you. If you're excited about something, if there's a concert, like when I found out that Florida Georgia Line was going to be down in West Palm, I'm like, Emmy, oh my God, we have to go. You're going to this concert. We're getting tickets. Like, it's a done thing. We're doing it. Like, that's how I reached out to her. That's how you're going to want to reach out to your BFFs and your mom and your siblings or whatever. Like, I'm doing this thing, not doing it alone. You totally should do it with me. Like, here, like, can I get you some info on this? I've been doing it. I'm feeling amazing. Or check out my coach's results. Look at this girl. I just signed up to do this boot camp with her. I don't want to do it by myself. If I sent you info, would you look at it so we can do it together? Like, that excitement is what's going to help you get these people to want to learn more. But if you don't know these people, and if they're people you haven't talked to in a while, maybe they're old friends that you're friends with on Facebook, or people from college or whatever that you haven't talked to in like forever, you're going to want to build a relationship with them. You're going to want to reconnect with them. Maybe you'll see something on their page. Maybe they just were in Disney and you're like, hey, oh my gosh, it's been forever. I see that you guys were just in Disney. I hope you had a great trip. What parks did you go to? Like, start a conversation with them. Reconnect, rebuild that relationship. And eventually, if you're more interested in the other person, like you want to be more interested in them than you are trying to be interesting, they're going to ask you about you. They're going to ask you what you've been up to. And that gives you the opportunity to share, this is going on and this is going on, whatever. And actually, I just started this boot camp, this online boot camp. I'm super excited about it. Hey, you know what? It'd be fun if you joined us too. Can I send you some info on it? I'd love to have you join us. Boom, there's an invite. Super simple, just super casual, and doesn't feel icky or weird because the person asked you about you. So you're just telling them what's going on. The other side of inviting is people who are taking an interest in what you're putting out there. So if you're posting, which you should be, and you will be, and we'll teach you how to do that. And if you're sharing on your story, and people are viewing your story and they're liking your post or they're commenting on your post or whatever, those people are fair game because they're taking an interest in what you're doing. They are taking time out of their day to watch your story. So the way that I like to think about it is if I owned a store and it was like a brick and mortar like boutique and people were walking in and out of my store all day and I was just sitting there like not saying anything and ignoring them, I probably wouldn't sell a lot of things. I probably wouldn't help people find, that perfect cozy sweater for the fall and feel confident. I wouldn't be able to do any of that if I'm just sitting there with my mouth shut and expecting people to just come in to my store and want to buy stuff just because. So if people are coming into your story, what I like to do is same thing I would do if I had an actual store. I would say, hey, welcome to the whatever boutique or whatever it's called. I just want to let you know if you're looking over there on that rack, all of the shoes on that rack are 10% off today. If you have any questions, let me know. That's what I would do if it was a store. So in your story, what I like to do is, hey, thank you so much for watching my story. I appreciate you. I hope you got some value out of the things I'm sharing today. I just wanted to let you know in case this interests you, I just opened enrollment for my boot camp for October. And I would love to get to share some information with you if you had any health or wellness goals that you're working on. Can I get you some info? Super simple. You're letting them know what you have going on. Well, first you're thanking them and you're letting them know, like, I'm not just randomly messaging you. Thank you for viewing my story. That's how I found you. You are kind of commenting on something in the story. So, I hope you got some value out of what I shared yesterday. And then you're kind of nonchalantly, oh, by the way, not sure if you saw, or you could say, I don't know if this interests you or something like that, but I just opened enrollment for my boot camp. I'd love to get you some info if you had some goals you're working on. That's it. Super simple. And if you are posting regularly on your story and you are posting regularly on your page, you should be getting people viewing that daily enough where you can invite at least 5 new people a day. You might not be able to invite 50 new people a day, and that's fine, but you should be able to invite at least 5 new people from your story and from your posts. Because I know you will get some repeat likers and repeat viewers, but you should be able to get at least 5 every single day, if not more. And if you get more than 5, keep going. Don't just stop at 5. And if you want to find other places to invite people, you can go through your contact list, which is that list that you are just kind of writing down names of people that you know. Maybe it's people that you kind of stumbled upon on Instagram that you want to add to that list and get to know them and build a relationship with them and invite them. Maybe you're inviting people from your Facebook list. Like, there's lots of places you can find people. I never want to hear anyone ever say I ran out of people. I never want to hear anyone say, oh, I invited everyone. If you invited everyone, then like you would have Success Club 1,000,000. Like there's no way you invited everyone. I've been a coach for 5 years. I still have not like burnt out my cold market. I still have people on my Facebook who I've known, people I know in real life who are not coaches yet. So to me, my cold market is still there. It's always going to be there because not everyone's going to sign up the first time you invite them. So let's just say you invited them and you asked them if they'd like some information. Now you have to get them some info. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You really want to make sure, though, that you're understanding the problem. You want to understand their goals. So you can either ask them, that we do have a little general typed up paragraph, like the group is blah, 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 like this is what the group's about, that you can copy and paste. That kind of just briefly explains what the group is. Or what I have been doing is I've been collecting their email and I've been sending them an email with the information about the group. And I have like a form at the bottom that I ask them to fill out to share their goals. So I know what their goals are. That's one way you can do it. If you don't want to do it that way, that's totally fine. You can just send them the little blurb. This is what the group's about. And then ask them, can I ask you a few questions to get to know more about your goals? And in doing that, you're going to be asking the same types of questions that are on my form, asking them about their nutrition, asking them like what's their biggest struggle with nutrition, how much time do you feel is a reasonable amount of time for a workout, with your schedule, like things like that, so that when you present the package and the solution, they can see how it'll help them and they can see how it'll fit in, with their busy schedule. It's 30-minute workouts. Perfect. That's reasonable. So whether you choose to do a form, which I can share mine if it's something that you are interested in with an email, or if you want to just ask them about their goals and start the interview process from there, that is totally your call. But either way, the goal is the same. You need to find out their goals. So however you choose to do it, that is your goal. Finding out what their goals are, what it is they want to change, what it is they want to achieve, and what it is they struggle with the most. Because once you have that, that's leverage for you. That allows you to be able to share the solution in a way that they can see how it's going to help them. So once you have their goals and you present them with the solution, there's two different ways you can present them with the solution. The way that I have been doing it is through email again, because I have their email. I email them back. I say, based on your goals, this is what I recommend. And I also include a video link for the program. And then at the bottom, I have an order form for them to fill out that allows them to pick their package. So it kind of takes a lot of the steps out of it for me, so I don't have to say, this is everything that it comes with. Does that sound reasonable to you? Cool. Okay, cool. This is how much it is. And then back and forth. It takes a lot of that back and forth out. And then once I have the order form, which is just a Google form, I create their share a cart. So if you want to do it that way, you can do it that way, and I will share my Google form if you want to do it that way. But if not, I've been doing it not that way for 5 years and still having success. So you don't have to do it this way if you don't want to. So the way you would do that if you were not choosing to use the forms is you would, once you know what their goals are and what their package is, okay, it seems like you're ready to get started. This is what I recommend to you. And then we have it already typed up as well on the third-party tool list. It has a breakdown. You can fill in the prices and the package depending on what you recommend to them. And you always want to ask them, does it sound reasonable to you? We also on that third-party tool list have videos. So if someone needs to see a little bit more, or they want to see the program, you can send them a video. And we do have a number of graphics that are floating around the team page. So if there's something specific that you're looking for, I know some people do better with graphics, like, these are the 3 packages, pick your package. However you choose to present that solution to them is totally up to you. So do I have everyone so far? Are we good? Does that make sense? Am I like talking in circles? We're good? Yeah? Okay, if not, tell me because I want to make sure this makes sense. Okay. So once you have this person and they're ready to sign up, you do need to find out, what flavor they want of Shakeology. I do have a menu that you can send to them. It's also on that third-party tool list as well. It has all the flavors. You say, here, pick your flavor. Let me know what flavor you would like. And then you need their email, which is why I'm choosing to do it the way that I'm doing it, where I collect their email from the beginning because I already have it and don't have to ask for it again. And then as far as their flavor, I already have it from the order form. But you do need to collect those things to put them into the share a cart. So if you watch those videos in the coach office, those 5 videos, it'll show you, one of them shows you how to use share a cart and how to set a person up with share a cart. I'm not sure which video it was, but one of them definitely shows you how to do that. So once you have the person's like package, flavor, all of that, you put it in the share cart, you send them the email for them to check out. And what I like to do, I like to copy the link address and also send it to them, like in whichever medium I was talking to them. So if I was texting them, I'll text it to them. If I was Instagram messaging them, I'll Instagram message it to them. And I send them that link just in case it goes to spam, it goes to junk, it doesn't make it to their inbox, as long as they have that link. And then once they are signed up, there are steps to follow to get them into the team page if they're a coach, get them into the challenge group if they're a challenger, and we have a document that outlines like step by step what to do once they are signed up as well. But if they're a no, it's not a dead end. It's never a dead end. It's not the end of the road. It's always a no for right now. I'm sure everyone on this call had to be invited more than one time before they joined. And friend, I saw your little smirk. But it's never a no forever. And sometimes the people will reach back out to you and say, hey, I'm ready now. I had a few of those last month that reached out. I'm ready now. Sign me up. But also, you can still help this person. So something that I started doing for like the past couple of months is I'm sending out a free ebook, and it's a meal planning and meal prep ebook. And if they are not interested right now, I have a text replacement in my phone that says no for now. And I just type no for now, and it populates this message that says, it's okay. Door's always open, but I'd love to share a free resource with you. I have a meal prepping and planning ebook I'd love to gift to you. Does something like that sound like something you'd be interested in? And some people will just ignore that, and that just shows me they really weren't ready to change. And most people will say, yeah, sure, that'd be awesome. I would love a free resource. So it's never a dead end. It's always a no for now. It's never a no for always. And just doing that just shows that you're really there to help people, and you really do want to help them and meet them where they're at. Another option too, if you would like to present, is also doing a free trial. So if somebody, they're not ready to join now, a lot of times they're saying no because they don't really know what they're missing out on. So sometimes I'll also like to offer a free trial where they can get 2 weeks of Beachbody On Demand for free and try it out, see if they like it. I do add them to my challenge group if they do that, but I let them know in 2 weeks when their trial ends. If they do not upgrade to a challenge pack or they do not continue their subscription, they will be pulled out of the challenge group. So they know that going in, but that's another option as well. So you don't have to completely, you don't have money, bye. You still really want to help this person. And sometimes getting them involved with a free trial is the thing they need to actually see it and get their foot in the door, and they realize, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. Okay, so we're good on this 5-step process. And like I said, anyone who is interested in doing the email version, just reach out to me and I will put something together and send that over. Okay, so the next thing I want to go over are some 30-day goals. And this is something that everyone on this call, if you're a brand new coach, these are things that you should push to achieve in your first 30 days, if not your first 2 weeks. Honestly, as a coach, these are things that you can do very quickly. If you're very disciplined and you set the goal and you give yourself 2 weeks to do it, you'll do it in 2 weeks. You give yourself 30 days, it'll take 30 days. You give yourself a lifetime, it'll take a lifetime. So however amount of time you give yourself to complete a goal is how long it typically takes for you to do it. I said this in the team page the other day. If you went into your first day of class in your first semester of college and your teacher was like, at the end of the semester, you have a 55-page paper due, I wouldn't get started on it the first day. I'd probably not start it until I had like a week to do it because, it's the first day. I'm not going to start working really hard on something that's not due for like a month. But if it's something that's due in a week, I'm going to have to get that done in that week. So give yourself, a week to get Emerald or less. And what I say as far as Emerald, it's just you plus 2. It's you and 2 coaches. Does that mean they have to be working coaches like you? No. Does that mean that they can be? Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be amazing, actually. But they do not have to be. It could be, just 2 friends that want to get healthy with you and want to get a discount on the products that you sign them up as a coach. I signed up as a discount coach in the beginning, and lots of successful coaches on our team have as well. So you never know, but it's always a great option to offer the discount option to anyone who is signing up as a coach. And this is something that I have included right in the form, do you want to sign up as a VIP or not? So I don't have to ask them. It's one of the questions. But it is something that I do recommend you offer to everyone that you're going to sign up, especially in the beginning, because you want to start building your team. You want to start, growing your tribe. And in the beginning, you're doing this program with them. You're learning together, you're growing together. I feel like that's when you have the most momentum. When I had the most momentum in my business is when I was brand new and I was excited and I was adding people and my team was growing and like their teams were growing and we were growing together. We didn't know what the hell we were doing, but we were growing together, and that was the most fun part. And that was the time in my business personally where I had the most momentum. So take advantage of that. Offer everyone the opportunity to be a part of your team, be a part of your tribe, because it is amazing, and they do get an extra layer of support and community as a coach. So why is it important to hit Emerald? You want to do this ASAP because you're going to be able to unlock Team Cycle bonus. I'm not going to go too deep into detail because we are doing an Emerald call completely about how to do it and why it's important. But you're basically giving yourself permission to earn more money when you hit Emerald. So just keep that in mind. The sooner the better. The sooner you hit it, the more volume you'll be able to collect. You also get free customer leads and a lot of other perks as an Emerald coach. And this is step 1 of growing your business. So this is something you should push to achieve as quickly as you can. And it shouldn't take very long because it's just 2 people. Also, number 2 is to become a success starter, like a month 1 success starter. And what that means is you have helped 3 people in your first month to get started on their journey, whether they sign up as a coach or a customer, doesn't matter. They got started with the challenge pack and you earn 2 Success Club points. So each time you help someone with a challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points, and your goal for the month is to acquire 6 points. Now, obviously, you don't stop when you hit 6. You keep going. You keep helping more people. You set yourself up for success for the next month. But your goal is minimum to help 3 people every single month. And when you do that, in your first month, you become a month 1 success starter. And then you do that again in your second month. You become a month 2 success starter. And then month 3, you do that again. You earn yourself a free ticket to go to Summit in New Orleans. And Summit is an event where all of the coaches in the company get together. We work out live with the trainers. So Jericho's going to be there. Sean T's going to be there. Like, all the trainers are there. We do workouts with them. We have guest keynote speakers. Rachel Hollis was there last year. We've had Gary Vaynerchuk, if you know who he is. Mel Robbins, really amazing speakers. And then also some of the coaches speak and talk about, best practices in their business. And it's just a really amazing event to be there, be around your team, just really build your belief even more in this business and in yourself. So that is something that if you are serious about this business, you definitely want to be there. It's a lot of fun and we would love to have you there, and you get to go for free if you help 3 people in your first 3 months. They do have to be consecutive months. So if you signed up last month in September, your 3 months would be October, November, December. So you have this month, November and December to lock that in, and you'll get your free ticket. And then the last goal is to get into profit mode. So basically what that means is you're earning back the money that you put out for yourself. So most of you probably signed up for around $160. You know, you got the $160 challenge pack. If you had a $10 off code, it was only $150. And helping 3 people with a challenge pack, you're going to earn $150. So I wanted to show you this breakdown here. All of the challenge packs are different. The commissions on the challenge packs range from $50 to $144 per pack. It just depends on which challenge pack they are ordering. The $160 challenge packs, you're going to earn $50. The $180, I believe it's 60. I think it's basically, it's 25%, but the challenge packs, you get $50 for a $160 challenge pack. So the more expensive the challenge packs, like let's say you sell a deluxe pack, which is like 200 and something, your commission on that is going to be more than 50. So that's why we say approximately 3 people. Because if you sell 3 $160 challenge packs, that's $150 that you've made back. So let's just say you signed up 5 people in a month, right? You signed up 5 people. Let's say they all got the smallest challenge pack, $160. You earned yourself $250. Now, if you signed all of those people up as challengers, you would earn $250. If you signed all of those people up as coaches, you would earn the $250 in Fast Start bonus, but you would also earn an additional $100 bonus for signing up 5 coaches in 1 month. So you would make $350 instead of $250 just by signing all of these people up as coaches instead of customers. Now, also, you're knocking out another bird with this stone because when you sign up your first 2 coaches, you knocked Emerald. Check that off. I got Emerald, right? Boom. And then you continue to sign up coaches. You got your 5 coaches in a month, then you earn that extra $100 bonus. So that's just something else to kind of keep in mind. You're giving them the opportunity to save money, but signing up 5 in 1 month, you're also earning an extra $100 bonus. And how much could an extra $100 a month be like amazing? Like how much could that help you? And if you do if you want to look at it this way, you sign up 5 coaches a week. I mean, you're getting an extra $100 every single week. So it's every time you sign up 5 coaches, you're going to get that extra $100. So I just wanted to show you guys that because it'll maybe kind of show you another reason why you want to offer that coach discount, even if they're not going to work the business. You're going to be saving them money on their products. They're going to get a 25% discount, which is awesome for them and awesome for you. If you sign up 5, you'll get that extra $100. So those are your 3 goals. Emerald, 2 coaches, 1 on each side. Success Starter, help 3 people, and then make back your initial investment. And, if you don't help, I can't speak. If you don't help 5 people, but you help 3, you still made $150. And if you do that every single month, guess what? Your shakes are free, and you're earning money on top of it. So if you help 3 people every single month, free shakes, like free Shakeology is amazing. I've never once paid for my shakes if you want to look at it that way. And then you are profiting on top of it. And if you do it continuously, those 3 people from October that you helped, when they order their shakes again, you're going to benefit again. And then when those 3 people from October, they ordered again in November, they order again in December, but you also help 3 more people in November, and then they ordered again in December. That's how you create residual income. Every time people are continuing to stay on the products and the programs, you're going to create residual income and volume, and that's how your business is going to grow. So I wanted to break down the Success Club system into chunks so you can see the different parts of it. This is something that you're going to be seeing every Thursday in the team page. We collect these. Every coach uses this, including myself. Doesn't matter how long you've been a coach, we use this. And this is going to tell you exactly what to do every single week so that you are on top of your business. So the first section of the Success Club system is the being proof the products work. As coaches, that is one of our vital behaviors, being the proof that the products work. So that means you're drinking your shake, you're doing your workout. You are not just doing that for yourself, but you're showing that. You're showing it on your Instagram story. You're logging into your challenge group. Like you are first taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your own healthy journey. That's part of what we do. We are so lucky that part of our job is to work on us and take care of ourselves. So you're making sure that you are doing this because your body is your business. It does not mean you need to have a 6-pack, but it does mean that you need to be taking care of yourself every single day. So workout, Shakeology, non-negotiable. You could take a rest day and you don't have to become like a fitness Nazi, but you do want to make sure that you're doing this for yourself. Also at the top, you'll see my why. Your why. That is where you're going to write your why. What is it that you are doing this business for? What is that thing that keeps you up at night? What are those goals that you have for yourself? And then your target market is just to help you figure out, who are you talking to when you're posting? Are you a mom talking to other moms? Are you a college dropout talking to other college dropouts? Are you just working a job that doesn't fulfill you? Are you someone who used to be attached to the scale? Like, everyone has their own story. I'm just kind of sharing a couple that I know that we do have on this team, but everyone's got their own story. So your target market is typically people who relate to your story. That doesn't mean if somebody doesn't relate to your story, you can't help them. But I'm sure that there is something from, like, your coach, the coach that you signed up with, I'm sure something that they said or something they posted about or something they have shared resonated with you, and that's why you're here. So it's always important to just be true and be authentic and be yourself, because that's going to help you attract those people to you who are meant to work with you. And then this little box here, National Wake Up Call, you check that off every week when you listen to it. And then Team Call, check that off. So are we good here? Everyone can do this? Workout, Shakeology? You're probably already doing this. I mean, I hope so. Okay, so this is the biggest chunk of the tracker. And this is I like to call the work, like the actual daily grind, like power hour work. And this is the connect, invite, follow up. This is what builds your business. Just drinking your shake and doing your workout every day is not going to build you a six-figure income business, but doing these things daily will. So that first one here, initiate connections and add followers, that means that you are going on your Instagram and you're following a few people a day. You're going to accounts that resonate with you and you're following a few people. You could spend 20 minutes doing that. Maybe you only have 10, but you're taking time every day to do that. These times are just here to kind of make sure you're not spending an hour doing each activity, just kind of to keep you on track. Maybe you're going on Facebook and you're going to friends of friends and you're adding some friends that way. You're just building connections with adding people to your account so that you're getting more eyes on your stuff. And then also, initiate connections could mean starting conversations. So saying happy birthday to everyone whose birthday it is on Facebook would count for that. That takes like 2 minutes, not even. And then anyone who you want to start a conversation with on Instagram who might be watching your story that maybe you've already invited them, or maybe you just want to reconnect with them or whatever, like just talking to people. That's essentially what that is. Talking, adding followers, and doing things like that. Number 2, doing a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle or has a call to action. You don't even have to think on this part because we give you examples of what you can post every single week. So just use that weekly planner that we have in the team page, the week at a glance, if you're really feeling lost. But also, don't feel like you have to stick to that if you have something else that resonates with you that you want to share. But we do have that to help you. And that just basically means that you're not just posting just to post. You're not just posting a picture of your dog because he's cute. You can do those things on Facebook. I like to look at Facebook as more like a family kind of thing. And I still post my posts there. But if I want to share something like, I went on this trip today with my family, like I would just share that on my Facebook, or I would maybe share it in my stories because they'll get the real life behind the scenes. But I wouldn't make a post all about like, I went to the market with my family today, unless it's something where I'm able to say, I'm so grateful I have the freedom to do this on a Tuesday afternoon, like something like that. So you want to kind of look at your Instagram a little bit more business-ish than your Facebook. But you do want to make sure that you're posting at least once a day, sharing something of value, whether it's something from your personal development, something about your challenge group that's coming up, sharing something you learned on your journey, maybe a healthy recipe, which is why we give you post ideas so that you have ideas of what to post, and that's in the group weekly. But you do still want to share like real people stuff too, which is, we do fun Fridays and we do things like that, but you don't want to fall into the habit of all of your posts are just like stuff that's not like that, like, if I went to your page, I had no idea that, like, I could join you kind of thing. I had no idea that I could be a part of your team. I had no idea I could join your challenge group. Like, you don't want all your posts to be just like for fun kind of stuff, but you should weave them in. And then the other one, update your Instagram and Facebook story throughout the day. This is something that most people do anyway. Like, a lot of people just post their daily life on Instagram stories anyway. So it shouldn't be that difficult. You don't have to show every single thing that you do in a day. That's a little excessive, but you do want to share, at least maybe 5 to 10 little like slides. So that could be daily life. That could be like something funny that happened in the morning, mom life, whatever would relate to your audience. Workout clips. You can share like 1 or 2 moves from your workout, move of the day. You can share your Shakeology, but don't share like the actual bag and share like the actual products, but show the shake made, or show this is what I'm putting in my shake, maybe showing it blending. Like, be creative with it, have fun. Meal prep or a healthy meal. You can also share an invitation or promote a group or a poll, like a this or that, or sometimes I even like to do just like silly things like the flame or the flex emoji, just to get people to interact, so that people come back to my stories. And then recognition or a shout out. So maybe you're recognizing someone in the challenge group. Maybe you're recognizing a personal goal that you've achieved, another coach on the team, someone who's in your challenge group, anything like that, shouting out your coach, shouting out a teammate, whatever it is. So this just kind of gives you some ideas of different stuff to put in your story. Now, I added this clean inbox that wasn't on there. I added that myself because that's something I think is important to do. So that means just going to your Facebook inbox, cleaning it out, answering all the messages, doing the same on your your Instagram or email or whatever it is that you're using. Respond to new likes and comments or views. That's pretty self-explanatory. If people like your post, message them, invite them, thank them. If anyone comments, reply to those comments and stuff like that. The one underneath of that, invite blank people to join a challenge group or learn more about coaching. That is up to you how many people you want to invite, but it says at least 5. If you're really working towards, building a team and have big audacious goals, then you're going to want to do more than 5. You might want to do 10 or more. But if you want to start out with 5 and work your way up, that's totally fine. Some days I have more people to invite than others. It really just depends on how many people are, viewing my stories and what it is that I'm posting about. And then follow up with the people you invited. So that just means you don't just invite somebody and if they don't respond, then so be it. You have to follow up with them. And I like to follow up 2 days after I invite a person, just as like a courtesy follow up, because a lot of times people see it and they can't respond right away. And, they're usually not ignoring you. Okay, so we're good so far? Yeah? Okay. Now the third section is get people results. This means that you are contributing to your challenge group. So if you are in a challenge group, which you should be, you're logging in as a challenger, like you're a coach, but you're still logging in as a challenger. You're logging your workout, you're logging your shake. If there's a daily post in there, you're commenting on it, you're participating in that group because that's what you want your people to do. Maybe you're sharing something in there that you've found that resonates with you, whatever it may be. You don't have to post something in there every day, but if there's a daily post, you should be commenting on it. Recognize achievement. So that's not something that happens every single day, but that could just be as simple as reaching out to like 2 of your challengers a day and just encouraging them, or reaching out to a coach of yours and just, cheering them on, or recognizing, oh, I love that post that you did about your fitness journey, and just like cheering people on, supporting people, recognizing them, maybe resharing something into your story. You don't really have to, doesn't have to be this big, grand, audacious thing that you're recognizing. It doesn't have to be a rank advancement to be recognized. It could be something very simple and very little. You could even be recognizing somebody who's not even a coach or a challenger, but like somebody on Instagram who you've been talking to and you see that they did something really cool, like recognize them. I did that last week. There was a girl who shared her story about her addiction and how she broke her addiction, and now she has a daughter and she's really getting her life back together and everything. And I reshared that in my story because I thought her story was amazing and I recognized that. So just doing things like that. And then the last one, responding to questions from customers and coaches. That's something that depends on like how many customers and coaches are asking you questions. You may not have any every day. It just depends. But you do want to make sure you're responding in a timely manner. We good so far? Okay. And then number 4, doing personal development. This should be like number 1. So if you are someone who finds yourself feeling, anxious or feeling like, oh my God, I'm not good at this, or if one thing goes wrong, or if someone tells you no, you feel like, oh, I'm the worst coach ever. You definitely need to be doing this. But everyone needs to be doing personal development. This is something that is critical to your business. Typically, when coaches are struggling in their business, my first question is, what are you doing for personal development? And it's usually, oh, I'm not doing that. So make sure that you're doing this. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. It could be reading a chapter in a book. Like, I'm still working through this one, but we were reading this one last month, Atomic Habits. Maybe it means listening to a podcast. Maybe it's a daily devotional. Maybe it's a combination of a few of those things. I like to do a daily devotional in the morning and I journal. I also meditate, which is a new thing for me, 77 days. And I also do a podcast in the morning when I walk my dog. So if you're driving, you can listen to a podcast. That's a great way to get that in. But if you are someone who does have the time to sit down and read, I do recommend reading, because there's just something special about, actually reading a book. But if not, audiobooks are just as great. So whatever works for you. Don't try to force yourself to read if you know you don't even have 5 minutes to sit down and read. Or if you know that when you sit down to read, you're distracted and you're not really reading. Do what works for you. Just make sure you're doing something each day so you can check this box, but also so you can fill your cup. Because when you fill your cup, it is so much more fulfilling to be able to pour it out onto other people, because you have something to pour out. If you try to help other people before helping yourself and your cup is not full, that's when you start to feel frustrated. That's when you start to feel like you're the worst coach in the world. That's when you start to feel like everyone's saying no because you didn't fill your cup first. They say put your oxygen mask on first. It's the same kind of thing. So make sure that you're doing that every single day. And you're checking that in here. And then on the bottom, it's just a way to reflect on your weekly progress. So how many new followers, new challengers, number of coaches, and your Success Club points for the week. So that is all that I have slide-wise to cover. I just wanted to kind of check in and see how everyone is with that. Does anyone have any questions? No. Okay, so the biggest thing is, number 1, go watch those 5 videos in your coach office. They will direct you and guide you and give you the next steps as to what you should be doing and what to do. And just start, putting yourself out there. Start talking to people. That's how you're going to build this business. Don't overthink it. Don't think you have to know everything in order to get started. I didn't know anything when I started, and I hit Emerald and Success Club in my first month, and I signed up as a discount coach and didn't even want to do this. I was just excited. People were asking me what I was doing. I was naturally sharing it because I was excited about what I was doing, and I was able to achieve that. So if I came into this with no intentions of doing this, and here I am teaching all of you guys how to do this, then those of you who are here that actually want to be here and want to do this, you guys can, and you will. So like I said, if you have any questions though, please make sure that you reach out to me or your coach so that we can help you. We have our team page. If you have questions, you can always type them in and post them in the team page, and people will respond to you there as well. We have a really amazing community on this team, and it's just really great to be surrounded by such positive people. So let's use each other and help each other out. But yeah, I think that a really amazing goal for everyone on this call is to help one person this week at least. And then once you help that first person, it's going to be that much easier to help that second person, and then help that third person, and so on and so forth. And then also, if you're free, be sure to be on that Emerald in 24-hour call. We'll be going a little bit more detail about how to make that happen and all the good stuff about that. But yeah, that's about it. I look forward to seeing your videos on the team page. And if you have any questions, make sure you contact your coach. So good night. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you on the Emerald call, because you guys need to hit Emerald. So, all right, good night. Thank you for being here. Bye.